Hi, hello all. Welcome to the first ever episode of the VNRVJIET Podcast. I am your host Manoj. Today we have a very special guest with us. She is an assistant professor of electronics and communication engineering and also the coordinator of admissions at VNRVJIET. Welcome Dr. Kanthi Sudha. Firstly, welcome to the first ever episode of the VNRVJIET Podcast. Ma'am, that's a very inspiring profile you have. The 15 years of teaching experience is quite impressive. Please share your thoughts on your journey to our listeners.
Sure, Manoj. So I didn't land up in this teaching profession by choice. So I was there with the industry, the Defense Research Development Laboratories. I was working there for 3 years. Then later, I was there in one of the private companies also. So later, by personal obligation, I had to join this teaching profession. But I think I have enjoyed this journey, whatever I had in this 15 years, right from my inception in this college. So it was quite interesting and also quite exciting to be part of the student community, imparting the knowledge, whatever I had with me. So I would say it was a very good journey.
That's great to know, ma'am. So, as a coordinator of admissions, you may have seen many students with different cultures and different background. So, what do you see in a student who wants to enroll in VNRVJIET?
Yeah, definitely, Manoj. So many of the students do walk in from diverse backgrounds. So in that, basically, I look for the students who are quite curious to know, expand their knowledge, and also have this form of continuous learning. So in VNRVJIET, there are a lot of opportunities which we provide. I want the students to be in a position to leverage these facilities, whatever are provided, and take it ahead in an innovative way. So just like you social media team is taking up this podcast for the first time. So I do think that students get to learn a lot, and we do encourage in various kinds of activities. And I also see that a lot of students work as a team work, which is specifically seen in many of the college fests and also the other things. So I think mostly I would like to say that the students who opt for VNR or who are looking mostly for VNR, so they are quite interested in the all-round development. So and I think VNR is providing the right kind of platform for these people or for these students who are coming from diverse backgrounds.
Ma'am, you are into teaching and also the coordinator of admissions. So, what are the challenges and rewards that came with these responsibilities?
Yeah, definitely, Manoj. I would like to share that as you told, the teaching profession has its own challenges and rewards. So, for example, I am mostly known as a strict disciplinarian in my department. So, it's basically with an intention to have a more good, positive way of guiding the students, which might be misunderstood in some ways. And coming to the rewards, yes, I did have a lot of rewards coming with the profession, whatever I deal with, because a lot of alumni students who come back to us at a later point, and they do remember us and they appreciate for what we have taught them during their initial years. So though they may not appreciate during their study period, so later on they realize that yes, we had a good knowledge sharing, we had a good rapport with ma'am. So I think these things are small things, but they give you a lot of happiness in your profession. And also coming to the rewards, yes, I have part of my admissions role or whatever I am dealing with the admissions in VNR. I have been awarded as the best admission counselor at the national level by ASMA. So which was quite interesting, especially during the COVID period, where we had to use the digital platforms to talk about the admissions and all these things. So I think I have leveraged those things in a guided way to enable the students and the parents to reach out to us during the COVID period, for which I was rewarded. So I think these kind of rewards also help you to move forward in a progressive way, and they pat your back telling that okay, you are going in a right direction. So I think these all give you a sense of satisfaction at the end of the day.
This track record, we told that Kanthi Sudha Mam is our very special guest for today. Ma'am, could you share some of your highlights of your research journey and how your research has influenced your approach towards teaching?
Definitely, Manoj. So we have a very visionary management in the college who encourages the faculty to upgrade their qualifications and also upgrade their skills. And as part of this, I have started my PhD, and we have done a lot of work related to the research, whatever I have taken up. And as part of that, I have guided a student team who has gone to the level of national level where they have won the Smart India Hackathon, which was organized by AICT and MHRD. So they have won 1 lakh cash prize in the complex problem statement category. So that was part of my research work, whatever I had been doing there. And also a lot of projects will be done by the students wherein we also involve them as part of our research, thereby also imparting certain amount of knowledge to the students beyond their curriculum, as well as we also benefit from that because we also get to have some kind of a support or assistance from the students in carrying out our research work. So it has been a great journey, I would say, where I got to know many things, few things which were quite interesting for me also as part of my research, and also from the students. Also I got to know a lot, which I think I have further clarified in some of my papers also, where I have taken the assistance. So these students also will be part of my research work and also the publications, whatever I do there. So I would say that research is an ingredient which every faculty in VNR has, and everyone in a subconscious way are doing one or the other way research related to their particular domain.
It's quite interesting to know, ma'am. As a coordinator of admissions, do you have any checkbox for extra and co-curricular activities?
Yeah, definitely, Manoj. I would say VNR is quite popular for being a quite active center for the students, especially the activities what the students do in the college. We do have lot many platforms, especially the student clubs, wherein they can pursue their passion with hobbies and anything, and they can excel in that also. So they have a music club, they have a literary club, they have a dance club, they do have a traditional dance club, they have an art club. So all these kinds of things, with whatever is of their interest, we encourage these students in the form of these clubs. And not only just pursuing their passion, they also represent the institute at various levels, both at the state and the national level, and they have brought laurels to the institute in a very good manner, which we quite appreciate these clubs. They are quite active on these domains, and I think it also helps the student in a proper way of development and also in their overall development, I would say, because it's not just academics alone which we are looking at the wholesome personality that the student is developing once he enters into VNR. And I think we are providing the right kind of platforms. Apart from this, there are many professional chapters also which are part of VNR. Like we have the standard chapters related to each and every branch, like IEEE is a body wherein we have lot of student branches in each and every department, and also we have lot many clubs related to their professional branches itself. So wherein they keep working for the institute, they conduct workshops, they conduct activities with the other colleges. So it brings in a wholesome spirit among them. They work as a team, they get to know what are the challenges involved in working as a team. They do get to know how to work basically and how to manage things on themselves. I think these all are part and parcel of the life skills that a student is developing by being part of this VNR.
Ma'am, if a student is pretty interested in sports and extracurricular activities, so what facilities do we have in VNR?
Yeah, definitely, Manoj. I would like to answer this question. I think VNR can boast of the sports facilities which no other institute has. So we do have an indoor badminton court, we do have an international standard tennis court which was developed, and also we do have table tennis, and there are basketball courts which are almost like 3 basketball courts are there. We have a large ground which the students explore. Apart from all this, we also have many students who stay beyond the hours, who play in this whatever facilities we do have. We do have a personal gym facility also. And the students also are part of the sports fest which we conduct every year. It's a prestigious sports fest which we have in the Hyderabad city, wherein many colleges participate, and VNR students almost have brought so many prizes also across many other institutes, their sports fest, and also in our in-house sports fest. So I think the facilities wise, I would say that any sports person who walks into VNR will find it quite interesting, and I have seen many students getting excited just by the sports facilities and wanted an admission based on that. So I would say it's quite exciting to see these facilities.
Yeah, ma'am, I too use those facilities and I love them. So what are the qualities that you believe should a successful engineering student should possess both academically and personally?
Yeah, Manoj, I would like to answer this question. These days, it's not the academics alone which is playing a major role in the students' career also, and also for the placement and all the related things. So, academically, they should be strong enough wherein they can diversify using the options what are available in the flexible curriculum that our VNR has. Being an autonomous institute, we do have this flexibility of offering various kinds of courses from all the different branches of engineering. So, the students do have an option of taking up the elective courses, open elective courses right from their third year itself. So, which they should explore it to the fullest potential. And apart from this, they also have minor degree programs which they can take up. So, any core branch courses also, they can take up these minor degree programs which we offer in all the relevant contemporary technologies like artificial intelligence and machine learning, Internet of Things, data science and cyber security, innovation and entrepreneurship. And I think the students are taking it very nicely, all these electives, and also they are quite inventing themselves using this. And the thing is that these academics also provide a flexibility to work in interdisciplinary projects wherein all the different branches of students come together as a team. They keep working for certain projects in such a way that they have an amalgamation of knowledge related to all these branches. I would say that a VNR student from any branch would be able to talk in a technical terms related to any other branch also. They do understand the vibe, they do understand what is the flexibility that they have with related to their academics, and all these things I think do matter a lot, especially when they are building up their career, building up their resume. So, it adds a lot of things, because when you go to a recruiter, any student who is well versed with all these technologies as well as having a core what do you call core basic concepts, I think they are more preferred. And I think that is the reason why many of the recruitment companies do look at VNR as a brand, and also they think that the students of VNR are the preferred choice in most of the prestigious companies. I think that is related to the academics. And coming to the personal skills, whatever you are talking, I would say that the students are having a lot of interpersonal skills. So, as I was talking in the previous question also, where I told that there are a lot of clubs involved, there are a lot of professional chapters involved, there are a lot of projects involved. So, wherein all these students come together, they keep working on a single platform together, and I think it develops interpersonal skills in a very nice way that further going down the line, even if they are building a career, or if they are going to a foreign university or anywhere, I think it will be pretty much easy for a VNR student to mingle easily into these crowds. And also I think that helps them a lot, both at the job or a career, or either you are looking for a higher education also. I think a VNR student doesn't have that fear of going into a society. And I think I would say, definitely say, because I have seen the student both at the first year and at the final year. By the first year, they come in a way wherein I see them like, okay, I have got a VNR. So they don't have that confidence. But by the time they come out of final year, I'm astounded by the way they show their confidence, because they know that they have that capability, they have built their skills, whatever are required in VNR, and I think it definitely carries forward in their life too.
Ma'am, what kind of classroom culture do you aim for your students?
Yeah, Manoj, I would like to say that the classroom culture in VNR is very quite exciting. I think most of our teachers do try or give an attempt to involve the students, as well as it's not like a one way. So, we want an interaction with the students. We excite them by showing them many activities related to the courses, whatever we teach. We try to bring in their curiosity factor into the picture so that they do understand what they are learning, and the outcomes of whatever courses we are teaching, they pretty much know it better before they start of the course, because of the initiative that we have at VNR, which is called as Wit and Will, where the faculty perspective is like what I am teaching, why I am teaching, and similarly from the students perspective, they get to know before the course starts itself, why I am learning this course, what am I learning in this course. So, I think this kind of initiatives, whatever are followed in VNR, helps in the what you call a two-way communication, both between the teacher as well as the student. And I do think that there are pretty much quite exciting things which we do in the classroom, way beyond the teaching and way beyond the learning also, which will come in the form of many kinds of activities which we plan as part of our curriculum delivery also.
Ma'am, what are the innovative techniques you use to grab the attention of your students in your class?
Yeah, definitely. I think I would like to give an example of mine itself. I do teach a subject called antennas and wave propagation. So I think I have asked my students to build up their own antennas. Okay, it's not like a big thing that I want them to do or a complex statement. I just give them pretty much small assignments kind of thing, wherein they do some hands-on. Okay, so it clearly, I believe in the principle that it is the learning which you get by doing only. So I practice it myself, and I also wish that my students also follow that. So I generally try to give them a practical assignment, and I try to bring in all the things which are relevant to their course, so that they find it exciting to know, or enlarge in their what you call the knowledge also, whatever they have doing as part of their curriculum. It's not like they stick to the curriculum. There are no things which are beyond their curriculum. They explore the things and they try to get to know. So there are many innovative techniques which are being followed in VNR. Like we also have this POGIL activity, which we call it as process oriented guided inquiry learning. So there is a thing which is called POGIL. There is a flipped classroom which we use, and then also we have some discussions, also group discussions, wherein we form teams, and there are a lot of things which we keep discussing among ourselves. There are quizzes which are quite interactive. So I think recently we had a quiz in as part of our MTT chapter, also as part of our IEEE activity, wherein we have conducted an online quiz, just like on the basis of the what you call the things which are quite aware among the students, like the KBC which we see, wherein the fastest finger. So all these kind of things, I mean, you bring in the creativity into your curriculum, you bring in the innovativeness into your curriculum, and you excite the students in a way such that they themselves feel like they are not just learning, they are also being part of many of the activities which we are doing as part of this. So I think there are a lot of innovative methods, and I think every faculty has their own way of dealing with the students. And I do believe that at the end of the day, all of us are aiming only for one thing, that is the student should be able to understand the things what they are learning, and they should be able to expand their knowledge as well as put it into their practical thing also. So they should be doing something out of it. It's not that just they are mugging up or they are learning just like that. So there should be an outcome based on this also, which we are trying to put forth in our labs also, wherein we have course based projects also. So the students get to know whatever they are learning, they are putting it also in the form of some kind of a outcome also. So I do think that will fetch them in working in a better way and understand the things in a better way.
As a student of VNRVJIET, I can completely relate to your answer, ma'am. So lastly, what advice would you like to give to the aspiring engineering students?
Yeah, Manoj, only one thing. I think I may not profess so much about all these things, but one thing which I would like to say to all the aspiring engineers is look for all the things or whatever are helping you in nourishing your career and nourishing your all-round development. Don't just look as a narrow-minded person looking only at the branch perspective. Just look beyond this. Look for how you can develop yourself, how you can have an overall development by getting involved into all the different kinds of activities. Life is not just about academics alone, life is about so many other things apart from this. I think the students may not be in a position to understand this right now, but down the line I think definitely they will be able to understand what I am trying to say, and also grab the opportunities wherever you are trying it, or wherever you are trying to acquire a seat or trying to get an engineering admission also. The another thing which I would like to say is even in VNR, if you see, we have very good number of students who have become entrepreneurs on their own. Like some of the students, they have made an AC helmet. Some of the students have made a prosthetic hand. So these are some kind of accomplishments which they have achieved on their own with the support of the management as well as support of the college and their mentors, whoever are available. I think it's not just at the end of the day, not just about the job or a higher education. You also can have your own business also, business ideas also. You can incubate your ideas in the college, because in the college we do have a VJ hub wherein we encourage students who have quite innovative ideas. We encourage them by providing some seed fund. So it's like what I'm trying to say is that the students have to look for things where they want to do something. It's not just like I have joined this branch, I am confined to this branch. Don't think like that. So just think that, okay, how can I expand myself? How can I leverage the opportunities that are being provided in the institute and all these things? Okay. So I would say all the aspiring engineers should look for things how they can diversify into various domains. Okay, I think that is one thing which we have to look, because right now if you see the society, it's quite fast emerging with all the latest technologies, and we ourselves have been part of this COVID era where we have seen a drastic change in the digitization, whatever has happened in a short span of time. So I think the students should be ready. Okay, the students should have that readiness to adapt themselves to the changing circumstances, to the changing job environments, to the changing careers which they will like to take up. So all this only is possible because if you set your mind or set your heart into it, I would suggest that you should excel in whatever you are doing. Okay, so just give your best 100% to the things whatever you are involved in, and just see the result. You will definitely get it. And I would definitely say that aim high and also aim for VNR.
Thank you so much, Dr. Kanthi Sudha Mam, for sharing your journey and insights to our audience. Thank you for joining us, ma'am.
Thank you, Manoj. Thank you for giving me this privilege of joining your podcast journey. And I think I am also quite excited for your podcast.